What is up, SVG? It's your boy King Jace, and it's another episode of this, the Powerhouse. And boy, Porsche Carnival reach.
I'm telling you, Carnival is here, and I'm so excited and pumped. I'm just ready for one thing, Jace.
What was that?
To be on the road Carnival Tuesday in my costume. Yes.
Well, talking about costumes.
Talking about costume.
What are we doing today?
In order for us to get a costume, you know we need to go and check out the mass bands, right?
So we do some window shopping then?
Yes, because we definitely can't go on the road in a costume that we don't like.
Exactly.
So we need to make sure, shop around a little bit and make sure that the right costume is for the right day.
Correct. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, today we'll be going around to the various mass tents in and around St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And boy, we're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to have a little chat with the band leaders, the tent leaders. And of course, we're going to see a bit of the costumes. And we're going to make sure y'all have a little insight as to who y'all should be with on the road come Carnival Tuesday 2019.
Facts. All right, so don't you dare touch that dial. Sit back, relax.
And enjoy. Yeah, we're going to take it out from our sponsors. Don't move a muscle. Get some popcorn, grab a high-room beer. Enjoy the thing, man. Up the thing. Let's go. The Powerhouse. We'll be right back on SVG-TV.
All right, guys, so we are here at Adrenaline's Mass Tent, and here with us is Miss Denise Ashton, one of the band manager here. Good day, Mrs. Ashton.
Good day.
And how is the carnival season shaping up for you so far?
Okay, it's going okay so far. We still have stuff, so people are still coming in to register, but it's okay so far.
Okay, so before we get into anything, tell us the name of the presentation you guys have for this year.
Okay, this year we have the Road of the Valkyries. Valkyries are powerful female warriors, so power to the females.
That's right.
Yes, so. And with the Road of the Valkyries, we have 5 beautiful sections. We have the green, that's called Cara. The one right behind you, that's Air. The one behind me, that's Brunhill. Over in the corner over there, we have Herja, and there is Gondel down in the back there.
Okay, so these sections are mainly dominated for females, but you do cater for men as well.
Yes.
I would also think you would have children's section.
No, we're not doing kids this year.
No kids?
No.
Okay. So how much people does one of your section cater for?
We cater for 50 for the females the sections without males, and it will be 70 for the ones with males in them.
Okay. And tell me something. Tell me what is the experience with Adrenaline like on the road?
Okay. Well, from the time you come to us in the morning, we have breakfast.
Right.
Then you prepare yourself for the road, of course. Once you're on the road, we have security. We have our unlimited drinks, well-stocked bar. We have a delicious lunch, which also includes dessert. And we have an all-around fantastic vibe for the day.
All right, and Adrenaline definitely is an all-inclusive band.
Yes, we
So
are.
you don't have to pay. Whatever you pay for your costume, that includes breakfast, lunch, everything. Security, you don't have to worry about anything, right?
Nothing. We take care of you from the time you come to us in the morning until you leave.
All right. Now, tell me, how is Carnival going so far in terms of registration?
Well, registration is going okay. We have a couple that is sold out, but there's some that still has spots. So you can still come on down if you're last minute and still trying to make up your mind. We still have something for you, probably.
Probably. So you definitely need to get your costumes early.
Definitely.
All right. No. Listen. I want to play costume. I want to play Carnival. With you guys. What section would you say would preferably suit me?
Okay. Well, I think this beautiful one in the corner over here, orange.
Right.
That's called Herja.
Herja. Ooh, and it's close to Persia. So it's close. I like it. Kirsch and Porsche.
Yes. So I think I can see you on that one.
Okay. All right. So tell me something. How hard is it to get ready for Carnival in terms of the preparation, getting the costumes made and putting everything together?
Well, it's a lot of work. We've been working since January.
Wow.
We are close to the winding down phase, but we are not quite there yet. but it's a few months.
Okay. And what about the members, the band members? How much people is responsible for all this work?
Our production team is really small. We have between 6 to 8 people. Most of that figure is just sometimes, maybe only 3 or 4 that does it on a full-time basis. Well, not even full-time, but consistent basis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, so what would you like to say to people out there that haven't made up their mind yet on which band to play with?
Okay, well, I would like you to know that we are awesome. We have the vibe, we have the energy, and we have a fabulous all-inclusive package for you. So come on down, you won't be disappointed. We are the ultimate party band on the road for 2019.
I like that. All right, guys, so there you have it, man. The Adrenaline Mars Band. You guys definitely need to come down. Register now before it's too late.
So our journeys today have brought us into the heart of Kingston. I want to talk about the heart of Kingston. I want to talk about somebody that has been at the heart of Vincy Mars and the Mars in particular. We are here at the High Voltage Mars tent. Welcome to the Powerhouse, man.
Thank you for letting us be here. And it's not just high voltage, it's Metrocent high voltage. Right. So I want you to start that again and make sure say Metrocent high voltage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're at the Mars tent of the Metrocent High Voltage. And it's a pleasure to be here for me, because every year I'll bring in some good mass, some heat in the city. So what is behind High Voltage?
Well, I gotta tell you, it's nothing else more than electrifying Mars, The Mars is very, very this year, very beautiful. It's out of this world, mind-blowing, We take one color and create a whole entire band.
Wow.
We're using one color. We have, in Mars, one of the most judged point is creativity.
Correct.
You understand? And in Mars, innovation, by, we take one color and use that color to describe the Mars and even to give the look of the Mars. It's like, we're making our own umbrellas as well too, Watch. I tell you, we have to make our own umbrella. We can't get them for buying away. We have to make our own umbrellas too.
Right.
You understand?
I know it goes. I know exactly how it goes.
So I have to tell you the creative is part of it in the aspect. Right. You have to take stuff and make it over into something else that you want.
Correct.
You understand? It's like white. Who know white could bring a presentation?
Nobody. Well, not me for sure. So what is the presentation this year? You're talking about white, so let me hear about the white.
This year's presentation, Metrocent High Voltage presents White, the Glow Edition.
The Glow Edition.
The Glow Edition. Yeah. Why do we say the Glow Edition? Because white does actually glow with any light that hits it and reflect back that light.
Correct.
So if you have blue light shine on white, it will reflect back blue. Correct. And it look like you're glowing. You understand? So it is a heavenly. It is like angels. Right. When you notice when you see an angel picture anyway, you have a beautiful glow. Well, this is what we're looking at. We have an angelic feeling here at High Voltage. A purity feeling of that, when you're feeling pure, you're just done in white.
Right.
So this is the feeling that we want to give people this season. We want to feel glow, like you're glowing, like you be a part of something great and beautiful. Not like you're going to be a part of something great and beautiful. You understand? White High Voltage present for 2019.
So I'll find the light because the white is right.
Right on the spot.
Exactly. So, well, has High Voltage ever captured the Band of the Year title?
Well, different to this year? No, not yet.
I like the confidence.
Well, you see, and it's like you're playing. It's like you wanna win money. Yeah, you either play lotto, you gamble. When it's a gamble, playing lotto is gambling. Doing anything is a gamble.
Right.
Living is a gamble. So now, if you're not in it, you're not gonna win.
Correct.
You're not going to win. Your possibilities of winning is nothing. You have no possibility of winning if you're not in it. I'm up for the Band of the Year title. The Band of the Year title is up to grabs this year. SVG players had it. Last year. So High Voltage is looking to capture it this year.
Agreed.
Metrocent High Voltage, the trophy. This year trophy is actually going to name the Metrocent High Voltage trophy.
Really?
Band of the Year trophy. Yeah.
Well.
That is absolutely the truth.
You see what's going on here. So I'm looking around and I'm seeing some very beautiful pieces above my head. You're making me want to play Mass this year as well.
Well, that is when you come into this tent here, that's the feeling you get. I mean, I ain't know about the other tents where you went in before and going after. But I know once you come here, you will have that feeling because, we try to make mass look beautiful. Right. We try to not only entertain you but educate you as well too. Sure. This year presentation is just a reflection of yesteryear results. Right. You understand, where now are paying tribute to the judges. You understand? This is a tribute to the judge mass, you know. Where the mass where last year they actually make me feel like giving up. Yeah, they make me feel like giving up. They make me feel like surrender, you know. And so this year I say, boy, you know what happened? Let me bring a mass that I reflect my feelings. Right. Let me bring a mass that I can say, boy, yeah, the judges made this one here. This is on behalf of the judges. So two sections the mass are actually based on, which is white collar. You know what is white collar? You know, we get teeth, and we, you know, we can't really do nothing about it. We get teeth. You understand? You know. And then the other section the band really based off of is surrender. You know, surrender with a little white flag, and you just wave and say, oh, I give up. I give up. That is it. Train the towel. And that's, if you notice, if you look around here, I hardly have any members. And that's a result of yesterday. Because everybody feel, boy, yeah, boy, you know, we ain't getting nothing. It's very done with that. But to me, mass used to be a passion. Yeah, I used to take mass, Vinci mass, billing mass is a passion. But it's gone beyond that now. Right. It's an obsession. It's an obsession. You know, I really, it's from since I born. While I in my mother's stomach, she was in a mass camp. So over the years it just developed and it developed. I was with different bands, you know. Came from Melbourne, Bill Mass with Wizards. I in the 90s I helped them produce the most all the kings and queens, all the individuals. Right. Kings, Queen, Junior King, Junior Queen, individual, you know. Nelson Block. I was with a few bands over the years. Right. You know, until we decided to branch off and bring our own presentation. A bunch of us youth back in 2003, we decided to bring our own presentation. And from 17 years ago, you believe it? 17 years ago, high voltage. About 17 years.
I wonder why you've been them times, bro.
Well, you must have been in school still.
Probably somewhere else.
Are you going to be a pee in your bed?
Mommy, if you're watching this, just refute that I never did that.
We all say that.
But yeah, man, so what is the basic challenges that most of the mass bands face?
Well, you see, the traditional, we have mass in a whole. A lot of people, like some people may call the other bands that they're using, well, this section are directly above your head, where we call Where's the White? That's the only section that don't have white in it. Right. We call it Where's the White? You know, that section wasn't designed from us original, you know, but it's part of our presentation as we're trying to experiment with the that type of mass. When I say that type of mass, I mean the feather look now. Right. You know, the feather look mass, you know, because it's not a new mass. It's not a new mass. It's about since the early 90s, you know, in Trinidad. The Trinidadians and all getting fed up with it. You understand? Because it's like, you see me yesterday, you see me today, the same see. You understand? You might add some stones on the feathers next year, but it's still the same feather look. You understand? So what we do this year, we experimenting with this and see if it's just affiliation, you know. But one of the challenges that we face here in high voltage is that sponsorship and masqueraders coming in early, unlike the other the bands that with all feathers, all inclusive band, you know. So because of that, you know, we try not to go as fast as these bands. Right. So that is sponsorship and registration. That is one of the slow things about my band right now. I can speak of.
All right, understood. But it's been a pleasure being here talking with you today.
Man, it's been a pleasure having you here today.
Definitely,
I hope you not only play mass on the road, but you play mass with high voltage.
Well, let me see where that goes.
Yeah. Remember, compliment the thing, you know, just bring a small change and we go to organize and fix up.
Definitely will. Respect.
Respect. Compliment SVG-TV?
SVG-TV, yeah. Powerhouse.
Oh, compliment Powerhouse. Yeah. All right. Let me say, tell your fans them come out here, you know.
Oh, yeah.
To all the fans of Powerhouse, he'll be here next week again to see how far we reach again. So look forward to seeing me next week again on the Powerhouse Show.
Yeah, stay tuned to the Powerhouse, man. It's King Jace, Porsche on the ends. we out here.
All right, so we are here at another mass band, and here with us is the band leader of Lynx Mass Band. I'm going to allow him to introduce himself.
Yeah, pleasant good day. I'm Cornelius Thomas, aka Pete, band leader for Lynx Mass Band.
Okay. Now, tell us, Mr. Thomas, how long have Lynx been around?
Well, we started on 2005. We make our debut, and we stayed out 2 years, and then we're back into it.
You're back into it now?
Yeah, well, we actually came back in 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us, what is the presentation you guys have for 2019?
Our presentation this is called Come Fly With. It's actually based on the airline industry.
Wow. And how many sections do you guys have?
This year we're doing 6 sections.
6 sections.
Yeah, last year we did 5 sections. We placed third for Banner of the Year, so
Nice.
we stepping up the game a little, see if we could climb up the ladder one, or
That's
2.
good.
Yeah.
All right, so just give us a quick run through the names of the sections.
Yeah, we have Liat, Air Canada, JetBlue, Sun Wings, Fly Emirates, and I think I'm missing one, American Airline.
All right. And of course, these sections consist of female, male, and kids.
Yeah, the children's section is Air Canada and Liat. And we have a unisex section, which is American Airline, and the rest sections are just actually bare females.
Okay. And how much people would you say you guys cater for one section?
One section, well, the children's section, Air Canada is the biggest section. It's 50 kids in there. Last year we won Best Junior section, so we maintain the standard, and we also implement another children's section to see if we could conquer the junior band competition.
Nice.
And the adult section, we just do like 20 to 30 per section. Yeah.
All right. Now, so the entire band consists of how many people?
We catering for 300 to 350 people.
Wow, 300 to 350. That's a lot. All right. So tell us about some of the equipment and materials that you guys use to make these beautiful costumes.
Well, from scratch, we normally start with like wire, cardboard, stuff like that, plastic, and then we start to do fabric stuff, and then we move into like chai-cut lame, sponge, foil, braiding, beading, go straight down to rhinestones, to finish decorating.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this question. Tell me some of the struggles that you face as a band leader to get your stuff out to what you want it to be, to get the finished product.
It's not so easy, but I am accustomed to it. Year go, year come, the struggle is a bit tight because you have to move around and try and get sponsors. Sometimes sponsors is not so great, but I always appreciate who helped me.
Yeah.
And even though how big or how small help, it's make a contribution, and I just try and make it do.
Wonderful. All right, so tell me something. If I want to play with Lynx, tell me, why should I play with Lynx? What is the on the road experience like with Lynx?
Well, on the road experience is not a big different than most of the bands, because most of the bands have like drinks, food and stuff like that. And we also have drinks. We don't really do food because we don't really get a good sponsor that we could do the extra mile of doing meals and stuff, but we always have drinks on the road.
Yeah. All right, and what about the workmanship? How many workmen do you guys have?
In terms of skills, we don't really have skillful workmen at the moment. It's basically I do pattern from scratch and everything, but it have 1 or 2 guys come around and help me out. But it have one particular guy. His name is Julian. He does mash up the children section for me. We just give him all the patterns and then he fit up everything.
Okay, wonderful. All right, so what would you like to say to, the masqueraders out there that have not made up their minds as yet on which band they want to play with? What would you say to them?
Well, hey, to all y'all mass lovers, it's still lots of bands out there, I guess, with spaces. I know them big bands like, let me say, the feather bands, no disrespect. Some of them done full out already. And then it had the traditional, which is, you could see we mixing it up, because we know a lot of people gravitating now to the feathers, so we splicing in the feathers and beads along with our traditional with back pieces and all them stuff. So, hey, just join a band, play mass, enjoy yourself.
Right. So one final question, let me ask you this. Now, I know a lot of people gravitating to the feather bands, as we would say. Do you think that they're taking the tradition out of what Vincy Mass really is, out of our culture? Because a lot of people seem to think that we're trying to adapt to Trinidad or, you know, these other countries. Do you think that they're taking the culture out of what our Vincy Mass really is?
It kind of sad to say, yeah, because if everybody took off feathers, they ain't gonna see nothing tradition.
True.
And basically, right around the world, as we see, it's just feathers. So, like, for example, now, if somebody say, boy, I go like for go St. Vincent for carnival because them fellas just still do like a monster upon your head and this and that. And like, if they do see that again, so they say, man, I ain't going to St. Vincent again, man, because I could see the same thing here, so with Trinidad, over the, you know, Barbados, you know, so I don't really want the traditional part to die.
To die, right.
As I say, I just mix the sections because in order to mix it, you gotta get masqueraders, the customers coming for what they want.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, so just quickly tell the people out there that's interested in playing mass with Links where you guys are located and how they can get on to you.
Well, we're located in Siren Hill, just as they enter the supermarket by the gap right there at GNT Enterprises compound. You just drive up in the yard and come and see great mass to select. Price is really good and you'll be enjoying yourself as usual. You could contact me, 495-0004, and let's get going. All
right, and one final thing. What section do you see me playing with if I was to play with Links? Which is which section would you say is the best seller right now for you? The one that is pulling out the fastest?
Sunwings.
Sunwing.
Yeah.
And that's what's what? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much and have a wonderful carnival season. All right, guys, so we are here at Owen Ralph's and the Professionals Mass Band. And here with us is Miss Verlene, the beautiful Verlene Ralph. Verlene, welcome to the Powerhouse.
Thank you, and pleasure having you guys.
All right. Now, how is Carnival shaping up for you guys so far?
Well, usually registration is a bit slow in the earlies, but then as time go, you know, it would pick up.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Owen Ralph and the Professionals have been around for a very long time. Since I was a baby, I know that, you know, Owen Ralph was always around. So tell us, how long have Owen Ralph and the Professionals been in business?
Okay, we've been in mass since 1981. Yes, back then there was the traditional, there was two categories. There was the traditional and there was the fancy. And then they switched to fancy only. So back then we used to be the traditional with the war, the sailor, that kind of thing.
All right. Now, what is the presentation that you guys are bringing for Carnival 2019? What is it?
All right, our presentation is called Take Another Look At. We have 7 sections. We have Colorful Kids, that's the kids section. We have Robin Hood, that's the boy section. Good and Evil, that's the male section. We have Peace and Love. We have Beautiful Ladies, Nature's Paradise, and Gift of Life. That's our 7 sections.
Okay, and how much people do you cater for one section?
25.
25.
Yeah, so basically we're looking for about 200 masqueraders.
Okay, all right. Small and cute.
Yeah.
All right. No, Verlene, we know that now we're in, you know, the new generation where a lot of new mass bands, they're coming out with, you know, more of we call it the feather band. What do you think about this? Do you think that it takes away from what Vincy Mass really is from our culture?
I definitely think so, because me coming from a band with traditional, it does take away, because now I find myself have to go with the flow now, because that is what the younger people is looking forward to. Yeah.
So the traditional bands such as Owen Ralph, it's taken away from you guys.
Oh yeah, a lot.
All right, so tell me some of the struggles that you face as a band leader to, you know, get your finishing product out.
All right, some of my hiccups are sponsorship.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of our major problems. The business sectors are not sponsoring the bands enough. I mean, Carnival is our culture, and we think the business sector should put more into Carnival. And also the masqueraders, sometimes they don't want to pay for the costume. They don't want to pay the full amount for the costume. So that too is a kind of a hiccup.
Okay. And in terms of your workmanship, how many people do you have, putting in that extra work to get these finishing product off the ground?
All right. I have about a 12 crew member, and these are people who has been here with me since inception of Owen Ralph and the Professionals. So they are true diehard professionals.
All right, no, Verlene, no, Owen Ralph and the Professionals, they have been around for quite a very long time, like I said before. In terms of Band of the Year, how many titles do you think you can remember that Owen Ralph has captured?
Well, as I say, we were traditional. And at that time, because that is what we have known ourselves for, we were good at that. So we used to basically be coming first in that category. But then since the changeover to fancy, I think 2014, we got third for Band of the Year. And then recently, we've been winning Queen of the Bands for a while.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, so, Vern, if I was to play with Owen Ralph and the Professionals, right, which section would you think suits me the most?
Definitely Beautiful Ladies, which is the purple, orange, and gold.
The purple, orange, and gold.
Yeah, and blue.
But I'm looking at is it a blue or this one right here with the wire bra?
Oh, that's the tongue, the wire brand tongue. That's for the younger.
Oh, that's the tongue.
Energetic.
You see, so for the ladies out there, that like to show it all,
Exactly.
and they also do thong section.
Yes, we do.
Definitely. All right, so just tell the public where you guys are located and how they can get in contact with you.
All right, we're located in Sion Hill, Mallow Village, formerly the Old Panyard. You can reach me, Verlene, at 593-6940. And our costumes are going at $300, $350, $150 for kids, but negotiable.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys have prices to fit anybody's pocket.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, so there you have it, man. Verlene Ralph from Owen Ralph's and the Professional.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here chilling with the creative minds at the Nelson Block Mastens. Alvon, welcome to the Powerhouse.
Thank you. Good evening.
Now, let me get straight into it. What is 2019 looking like for Nelson Block?
Wow. Good enough. I must say we are aiming for the top 3 position with our Fit for So this year.
Right.
Yes. Sir.
So Fed for So, I'm guessing we're talking about the H2Os, the Dirty Sexy So,
But you
because
see, we can't use those names.
Oh.
Because you'll be sued.
Copyright infringement.
Yes, exactly. So we change all that, we have our own name.
Right. So, okay, tell us about them, like the different sections.
Behind us right now, right, are 8 sections you're seeing. Mm-hmm. The 9th one is not up. And the 9th one is actually Army Fit.
Army Fet.
Yes, Army Fit. No, Army Fit is not St. Vincent Fit, but Army Fit is a Trinidadian Fit.
I'm intrigued.
But it is a Fit, right?
Correct.
Great. So that's why the name Fit for So.
Uh-huh.
You have Fun Fair. I won't tell you where Fun Fair came from, but if you look at Fun Fair behind you, you'd have an idea where Fun Fair is coming from.
Yeah, I saw the
when you
picture.
look at it, right.
I saw the
Then
picture.
you have Fiesta.
Mm-hmm.
You have but we says it's supposed to be Mardi Gras, but we have Sexy Soaker up there.
Right.
That is Dirty Sexy Soaker.
Yep.
So they have Dust to Dawn, and we all know where Dust to Dawn come from.
Correct.
Right. You have Water Fit.
We know what I want.
You have Steel and Glitter. And coming down, you have Glow and Gala Fit.
Gala Fet.
So you have 8 on display, and 2 are children, which is Fun Fair and Fiesta, and the others are adults.
Right. So, with regards to Nelson Block, I want to know a bit of the history of Nelson Block. How many Band of the Year titles have you captured?
10-time Band of the Year champs. We are. We are
10?
Yes, we are in par right now with Dragon. Dragon was the first 10-time Band of the Year, and then us. Dragon is actually taking a break from the whole carnival history, so we are 10th, aiming for the 11th.
And how long has Nelson Block been around?
Oh wow, 36 years, I think. for a band leader, it's real sad, but we've been around a long time. We were under Goat and Yank, who is no longer with us, and when they left, I actually take up the hem of things.
Okay. And what has the experience been like for you?
being a lady working around men is not been easy, but it's like we are family now. At first, it was like a pulling tooth, and you always have a problem with, as a woman, and you've not been in mass that long. Some of the guys here are older than me in the whole mass room, and older than me in Nelson Block. But having to work with them and on par with them is kind of, real good. And now we have grown into a whole family thing where we have our differences. Yes, we have our back and forth like any family. But once you can trash it out and come to an understanding, well, this is where we are going, where we want to go and what we want to do, yes. So it is a bit challenging, but it makes me stronger having to work among the elders, I would say, in the mass camp.
Speaking of challenges now, collectively as a mass band, what are the challenges you face together?
Space on the whole is every mass band problem. As you are aware, everybody was like, oh, you were given Annisville. But you were given Annisville, well, that was never completed for whatever reason. And whatever little space mass bands on the whole get to use, they try to use it as best as possible. We have the all elements hitting us. We have a limited amount of space here, but we make the best of it. Some of us, if you notice in the yard, you see like 4-bay costumes are sitting there. Right. We can't decorate yet because we don't have the space in here. Right. Our whole idea right now is to just get out all the sections out of here, and we can utilize it to decorate the big costumes. Not just us, all the bands basically are faced with that problem where space is concerned.
Okay, and well, we're live here on TV basically, so I want you to appeal to the public to come on down and join Nelson Block, be a part of history.
Yes, I am appealing, as you said, for each and everyone out there to make it, an enjoyable one by not just being on the sidewalk, but being a part of a mass band, being a part of Nelson Block Mass Band this year as we do Fet for So for 2019 and have a good experience on the road. We have a nice sound system. We actually meet at Bishop College. We move off on time. Fetting on the road. We go to park, come up to town, drinks galore, and as you say, people say, oh, it's not all-inclusive. It's all-inclusive. So you get food on the road, too. You get drinks on the road. You name it, we have it.
Well, I think a lot of people will be looking forward to hearing that. So they could come out, drinks on the road, food on the road. So they want to come out now. And what they're going to come out and do? Fet for So. Fet for So with Nelson Block. Thank you for having us, Alpha. It's been a pleasure.
You're welcome.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it from Nelson Block. We'll be right back with more on the Powerhouse. Stay tuned.
All right, so we are here with one of the big guns when it comes to costume, when it comes to Ban of the Year, when it comes to Carnival on a whole. We are here with none other than the big man himself, Blondie Board. Blondie, welcome to the Powerhouse.
Welcome. Happy Carnival.
That's right. Same to you. Now, Blondie, before we get into anything, how long does it take you guys to start preparing for the other year? As soon as Vincy Mass 2019 is finished, how long before you guys start to prepare for 2020?
Well, we prepare the year before because we're wrong the clock. Right? Every year we know we bring in. And then we the only band that stick together after Carnival. You ain't going to meet no other group. There's lime every day, see every day. So we just actually had thing in we head. So we just don't know we were bringing before. So we just don't prepare in advance because if we didn't mass and we're doing it as a business, we have to keep doing it all the time. So we're right wrong the clock, right wrong. We do mass every year and we don't just do mass, you know. We just do thing for church, thing for wedding, so we all time in it in that form day.
Right. All right, so Blondie, for the people in them who don't know how long you've been around, they think you just come, like myself, right? Tell me how long you've been around.
Well, I celebrating 50th anniversary in Mass this year. 50 years since I doing Mass now, 50 years since I doing tailoring, and 50 years since I smoking weed.
Jeez. Listen, you could only get these type of lyrics from Blondie. Yeah? All right, so let's get into the best part of this now. What's the presentation you guys have for Vincy Mass 2019?
Well, we're doing climate change.
Climate change.
And if you check the history from our band, because this is our 25th anniversary,
Wow.
we celebrating. I didn't mass 50 years, but remember I used to do with dragons and them kind of gun, right? So if you check from our history, right, every time they have a change, we all time they doing that kind of cultural band in that form. And then we see the change in climate change. When internet and things come in, don't forget it's we who bring Watch How the World Come. And that's years ago. We play the internet, Bishma Brown play the internet for the king.
Right.
And that been no start people in that computer and thing yet. So we all time just be in time. You know what I mean? So when we get around and what's going on and all, we sit down together, we come up with the idea and say, you know, God, Simone, all them sit down together, the artists, we realize why the time changing and climate change is the big talk. So we decide, well, we go do the climate change and show people where we're really happening.
All right, so Blondie, how much sections you guys have this year?
Well, we're doing 10 sections as usual. We're doing some things from St. Vincent. This is something I like to explain because plenty of people have asked me, but why are you doing a seahorse and why are you doing hibiscus? I didn't know till we do the research. Now, if you check it, when you watch Fantasy Tours, it's the seahorse just be the logo.
Right.
Because that seahorse was for we, they just to our country. Now the scuba divers and them telling you now they can't find a seahorse around again. But that's how we end up doing that seahorse because we realize we have to look for something from the country itself. And then we realize that. And I don't know if you're old enough to remember, hibiscus flower used to be in every tree, every garden, that time we used to fence on your yard with blocks. Every fencing, girls used to, when they come from school, they pick the flower and they stick it in the hair. You remember that?
Yes.
Right? Every churchyard, everything. Now you can hardly find this hibiscus flower. People didn't realize it actually going out.
Yeah.
You dig? There's now we realize and do the research when we're doing this band. We realize, well, the hibiscus actually glowing out. So we really had to bring the hibiscus flower.
Wow.
You dig? And then the resting is the like tidal wave, you know, the thing come. Heat wave.
Heat wave, yeah.
Right? You dig? Well, we himself bring the solar panel.
Wow.
Because we're showing you how the climate change going. You overstand? That is the cleanest part of the thing.
So basically, your presentation, one tells the other story.
A story.
The whole story.
Right. So we try, when we do the solar panel, we show you, well, this is the cleaner way to go now.
Right.
Because if you notice now, people trying to go green. Right? So that's the cleaner way. If you notice, that's why we have to bring in that section. Right? Because we have to show you the way things going. So we have a beautiful band.
Yeah. All right, so Blondie, we ain't being all bossy today, but we go beat with chest. Tell me how much years have you won Vanity year?
We think, well, 5, too much, 5 or 6 band a year. We had the most. I first one time brag on. For the band who come for 25 years, we have the most titles. We had the only band in St. Vincent have 3 hat-tricks in Mass. In King of the Bands.
Queen of the Band as well.
Right? Well, Simone has the most queen in St. Vincent. Now, it's hard to beat because she gone again this year. Right? It's hard to beat her. Right? No, Simone does be a part of her costume. Remember, Simone is not a girl who come in to play Mass. Simone is a girl in the tent. If you go down there now, when you go down there, she walking in she costume. Right? So she's be a part of it and know what's going on. We're the only band. I have a trophy, one of my best trophy ever. I have a glass trophy home I get from when they did the first time they formed the music award thing with Rainy Batiste and them. Was me and Dr. Adams the award night, and I had a trophy named the Clean Sweep. We the only band ever do that, and no band will do it so long as we are wrong then. Because after the car win everything.
Exactly.
We are wrong. But when we bring a tribute to Kingston, a glimpse of Kingston, remember we win everything, you know.
That's
and we the only band ever do that. So we had a good record over the 25 years now.
Right. And this year we're taking the title again.
Well, it's sung so. It's sung so I feel so too.
So what we're going to do right now, we're just going to invite the public to come out and play Mass with Blondie Board and friends, and also tell them where you're located and how they could get in contact with you.
Well, right now I did Tongue Hill. This is my main tent. You can find Blondie Board up here. You can find Gat and all the rest people and Simone, my friend, by BMC agency is up down there. We call a street again, Sharp Street. You find them there, and you find them in front of the agriculture, because we now start with big costume. So it's, we actually just finish and line up with band and all them kind of thing, right? And right now, anybody who don't get in my band now, don't cost me. And this year we want to be beautiful on the street.
That's right.
We have nice music, Richardson. as usual, we're going to be with Cool Dude thing. We are we own music this year too, because we might team up with Luther. No, well, Luther actually recognized the band when something good. He Lego thing.
What?
He come and mix it down because he's celebrating 25 years.
Right.
Blondie Board and Friends 25 years. So why listen to mix down now?
Right.
Right?
So
Luther, the Lego thing is with Blondie Board and Friends. And with you.
It's a real thing,
Lego
Lego.
thing. Yeah. But Lego thing, Luther. 25 years each. So we going good.
All right, so Blondie, once again, man, thank you so much for being on the Powerhouse, and all the best in your festive season.
Well, remember you was one of the sponsors. And well, Paul, I really because you the behind me for donkey years. You the behind me for donkey years, so I have to big up Paul, because at least he's giving good promotion.
Yes. All right, so we are here at another mass band, and this is Imagination Mass Band. We are here with one of the band leaders. I'm going to allow him to introduce himself.
Yeah, well, good afternoon to everyone looking at us here in the TV station. My name is Denrick Woodley, band leader for Imagination Mass Band.
All right. Now, Mr. Woodley, tell us how long have Imagination been around?
It has been around for about 17 years.
17 years.
And this is my 9th year as band leader.
Oh, nice. The presentation that you guys have this year for Vincimas 2019 is called what?
Yeah, well, the name of the presentation is Watch Out for This.
Watch out for this.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a ring to it. Watch out. So they need to watch out for Imagination.
Of course. You need to watch out for Imagination.
All right. So how many sections are you guys bringing this year?
We are doing 8 sections.
8 sections.
Yeah, we're doing Angel of the Morning.
Ooh.
And which is those. Yeah, we're doing Black Beauty, which is those in the back.
Black Beauty, I like that.
Birds of a Feather.
Black Together.
Of course, you know. Yeah, we're doing Fire and Brimstone.
Fire. Oh, wow.
Envy. And we're doing Temptation. As you know, the PR is behind me.
Yes, big up to the PR as well, man.
Yeah, he making sure that I know exactly what's going on at the same time, you know. We have some lovely sections that you can come and choose from.
Okay. And you guys also cater for kids as well?
Of course. Well, the kids sections, those are Blue Moon.
Blue Moon.
Yeah, that's the boys them.
Mm-hmm.
And Queen of the Ocean, which is those
nice.
hats over there, all these. Yeah, Queen of the Ocean. That's the girls them.
Okay. I definitely like it's a watch out for this.
Yeah.
So they definitely need to look out.
Of course. Imagination coming this year with a serious bang.
With a serious bang, right?
Yeah.
So they definitely need to watch out for it.
We're expecting great things.
So you guys looking to capture the Band of the Year title?
Well, that's always our target.
Right.
But we're expecting great things this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, how many persons do you guys cater for a section, for each section?
Well, we're doing 20 for each section, but the kids them, we're doing 40 and 30. 30 boys, 40 girls.
Okay, and how many masqueraders are you planning to cater for overall?
We're catering for like 350 people.
350, that's a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
We're also doing King and Queen, Junior King, Junior Queen. You know, there's a lot of work, and the staff is very small.
I was just about to ask you, now in terms of your workmanship, you know, how many people do you have helping you and supporting you here?
At this time, we are mostly about 11 people.
11.
And they don't always be here. As you notice, it's just who normally be around. You know, the staff is very small, but we seeing the work though.
Okay. And tell me some of the struggles that you face as a band leader to get your work put out there, to get the finished product.
We basically get constrained in terms of cash, finance.
Okay. And let me just ask you, how, in terms of sponsors and, you know, getting people to help you with materials, because I know these things are not cheap, and you can't just walk and pick them up, right? Tell me some other materials that you guys have in order to get a finished product.
To get a finished product, of course, we have to get like sweater, tri-cut. We have to have like dust, which is what we're going to use in the timing, a little while from now. Paint, the whole works. We have to get contact cement, and contact cement is very expensive at this moment. $110 a gallon of contact, and every minute we have to buy them.
Wow. And these materials, do you guys have to import them, or you buy them here?
Yeah, we do. We have to import them from like Trinidad and places. And Right now, we're trying to get some feathers come out of the States, and they're very expensive as well.
Wow.
You know, so. And what we normally do, we have to go and like back a loan from the bank. And then at the end of the day, we still have to pay back that loan, so it will cost it for us.
Oh my. All right. So, in terms of registration, how is that going for you guys? Has it already started to pick up, you know, or is it?
As usual, in terms of the kids, the parents normally wait until after exams to see what the children do.
Right. So if it did good for your exam, then you get to play maths.
You know, so that's one of the biggest problem too.
Oh, okay.
You know, so right now registration is very slow, and I'm hoping that it will pick up like from next week. Well, going back.
All right. So you guys have definitely been around for a long time. Do you remember how many Band of the Year titles you've ever captured?
Well, we have never captured any Band of the Year title, but we have already captured like Section of the Night. And
Section of the Night and so on.
Last year we came like third for Section of the Night, you know. We did well with it in terms of the Band of the Year. We came like 6 out of 14 bands.
Oh, that's good.
You know, and we're expecting to do better this year.
All right, so I'm going to ask you this question that, you know, I seem to ask everybody else. What do you think about the new type of mass that is now coming out? Like a lot of people would call them the feather bands. Do you think that they're taking away from the culture, from our culture?
Well, I always think so, you know. Imagination will never get away from what we're doing here because we always believe in creating stuff.
Right.
You know, we do a lot of creative works. And if we happen to get out of this thing and go into the beads and feathers thing, it's like we're wasting our time.
That's true.
Because we're naturally talented and that's what we love to do.
Create.
And this is why we bring Birds of a Feather. So we cannot send in a message.
You sending a message.
We're only showing them that we could do it just as well.
Yeah, you can do it, but you don't want to.
Yeah.
Because you guys set the trend, you don't follow, right?
Of course.
You guys are trendsetters.
Of course, you know that.
Yeah. All right, so Mr. Woolley, just tell the public out there, for those people that are still contemplating on which band they should play with, tell them why they should play with Imagination.
Well, I always say play mass with a mass band.
Right.
Because my thing is to bring it across the board. Play mass with any mass band, but in particular, come and see us at Imagination Mass Band. And you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook at Imagination Mass Band.
Yeah, and also where you guys are located?
And we are located in the old Marcus the Freitas building opposite Agriculture. We are always here 24/7. We don't ever close. Working till Carnival finish.
All right. Yeah. Now, what is the on the road experience with Imagination like?
It has always been real great. I mean,
it's a vibe.
Yeah, it's always a vibes. And when you play mass with Imagination,
you're never disappointed.
You always want to come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Mr. Woodley, thank you so much for your time, and wish you guys all the best. And I definitely hope you guys play some Band of the Year this year.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and the courage is there, and we're going to push forward and see how far we can go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our journeys have brought us here to the tent of SVG Players International, and we are here with the guy affectionately known as Teacher. So, Teacher, welcome to the Powerhouse.
Thank you.
Now, I'm a fan of mass, but I don't play mass often, right? How long has Players been in existence?
Well, we started, this will be our 19th year. We started in 2001.
2001.
Yes.
And okay, what has it been like? Were you here from the get-go?
Yes, I've been here. We started out very small, then big, and then now, we are sizing down again.
Right. What is the reason for the sizing down, if I may ask?
Well, what happens is that the young people these days hardly come to help you prepare the mass.
Right.
Right, and you have a few people who are here from the beginning, who are still helping, and they have families, and they can't put in the time like long before. Plus, we can't compete with the bigger bands, like the Skinny and Becks and so on. Okay.
Right. Understood. So, do you feel disheartened about the upsurge in what they call the modern mass as opposed to the traditional method of mass?
Well, I prefer the traditional method, but what happens is that the young people, they're the ones who want the modern mass, and they're the ones who pay to play mass. My people, they don't want to play that type of mass, and they hardly play mass. Right. Unlike Antigua, where you have everybody, young and old, playing in the same band. But now,
Off the top of your head, how many Band of the Year titles has players captured?
I think it's about 6 Band of the Year title we have captured.
And the most recent being?
We're the defending champion, Band of the Year last year. The last 2 years.
Well, I'm totally out of sync with the Masters. Well, wow. So we're looking forward for a good defense from you guys this year then?
Yes, we have our old veteran, Scully Hunt. He's back this year. He did the drawing this year. But what we had to do is that we had to mix his type of drawing with the modern type of drawing. Okay?
So you modernize it a bit. Okay. So speaking all things in one, tell us about the production for this year.
What we have this year is that we're doing Wonders of Nature. And most of our sections are from the sea, on the sea. I think the judges may not know some of these, but we'll have to write a good thesis and tell them what they are. All right? We have some names that, like we have Sparrow Brancus, and we have Sunset to Sunrise, and the mass I don't know much because I'm building and not really into the,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. It is hot inside the tent. You see that? Look at sweat. That definitely means that players are coming and they're hotter than ever. So stay tuned to the Powerhouse. Thanks for having us, man.
Thank you.
All right, so we are here at Tribes Mass Band, and here with us is the band leader himself. I'm going to allow him to introduce himself.
Okay, good afternoon or good evening, everybody. Vincentians. My name is Fernando Serrier, and I'm the band leader for the Tribes Mass Band.
You see why I allow him to introduce himself? The last name would have just Gabby. All right, so Fernando, how is Carnival Vinci Mass 2019 going for you so far?
Well, presently it's going good. Quiet. We just doing our last finishing touches on the production. And we get in there and we just waiting on the people now to come and register. Yes, but people have been calling, so what we have to do now is to wait for them to come and sign the papers.
Right.
And bring the papers in there.
That's right. Most importantly, right?
Yes.
All right, so Fernando, tell us, how long has Tribes been around?
It's 12 years now.
12 years.
Yes, 12 years, and we're going strong. A young band with young, talented workers. And we're doing good.
Okay. And what is the presentation you guys have for this year?
Okay, this year we're doing endangered.
Endangered.
Yes, so we're looking at some of the endangered species and tribes. For this year, we have butterflies, we have tigers, we have the Kalinago, we have the golden peasants. So we have a variety of. We also have this year for our contribution towards the 40th anniversary of independence. We brought the Vinci parrot, which is the Amazona gildingi.
Gildingi, yes.
Yes. So we carrying the colors of the flag to portray, to bring it out.
Okay. And how many sections you guys have?
We have 8 sections, 5 adults and 2 children.
Okay. And how many people you guys cater for one section?
30.
30.
Yes.
Okay,
it's a relatively medium band.
And overall, how many masqueraders would you be catering for?
Overall, about three. 250 to 300.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Fernando, tell me some of the struggles you face as a band leader to get your finished product out.
Some of the struggles is materials-wise. Getting the materials and getting sponsors. We have had some wonderful corporate sponsors who have been with us for the years that we've been out, but we're still hoping that we'll get some more persons to come along and work with the Tribes Mass Band in terms of sponsorship, whereas we could do more and then we could bring out our presentation even bigger and larger.
Yeah. All right, so I see we have a few of your workmen here working on a few products. Would you just quickly tell me some of the products that you need to complete a costume?
Okay, basically we need our braid, we need the materials, we need the different sequins, we need the different stones, to put together and do the finishing touches. Yeah.
All right. So, Fernando, I've been asking this question. I just really want to know your feedback on it.
Yeah.
Well, you know that now we're in a new era, let me say this, and a lot more mass bands, they're coming out, and with their feather. We call them the feather band. What is your views on the feather bands? Do you think that they're taken away from our culture? Do you think they're taken away from the traditional bands?
Right. I'm a traditional person. I love to see persons bend wire, use their hands to do skillful things. But I feel that using feathers and those things, you don't really bring out what you can do.
Yeah.
But you have to use it because that is what's going on right now. And then the majority of persons playing mass, if they do not see a feather, you will not see them. Right? Especially the young persons, they like to see feathers in the costume. So you have to go with the flow because you want your band to sell.
Yeah.
Right? You want to make the money and you want people to be happy. Right? But if you notice some of my sections, it's traditional still. Right? We don't really have feathers in one or two of them. But the younger ones, for the adults now, we would have the feathers. That's what all the young people want. So we have to go ahead with it and try to please them and as well please ourselves.
That's right.
Because our pockets need to be pleased too.
All right, so just quickly, just advise the viewing public to come out and play bass with tribes.
Well, we're asking everybody to come in, have a look at what we have. It's affordable. I won't say cheap, but it's affordable. You have your all-inclusive. You have your drinks on the road, your food, Carnival Tuesday. We have two musical persons playing. We have a hi-fi, and plus we have a live band, which is Homie. I forgot the name of the band. I forgot the name. Something to do with flames, or whatever. Okay. But they will be on the roadie first.
Oh, nice.
Right. So it's a 4-man band. Right. They're very good. So come and enjoy. Come and let's have some fun. I mean, Tribes is a band, a young band, where I know everybody normally have fun, enjoy themselves, especially when we finish park. Everybody would love. They love the road and they love to behave bad. Yes, yes. And security-wise, we have security. I mean, you get your drinks, you get your food, and you have fun.
You have fun.
Yeah. So we're asking you to come and see what we have and make your decision.
That's right. And just finally, just tell us where you're located and how we can get in contact with you.
Okay, we are located opposite the Ministry of Agriculture. I think that's Murray's Road, right? Or you could reach me at 532-5740.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much, Fernando. And
thanks for coming, SVG-TV. Thanks for taking the time to come to visit the Tribes Mass Band.
Yeah. All right. So have a wonderful carnival season.
Thank you.
Yes, guys. So there you have it, man. And an exclusive on some of the hottest mass bands here in SVG. So if you guys have not made up your mind on which band you need to be with, time is ticking. Make sure you register quick.
Just a matter of time until Carnival completely done, so make sure you pick your mass band, you get in your section,
yes,
and you jump and go in the same direction. Something so not little
that's right.
Something like that, man. But yeah, you definitely need to get the full aspect of Vincy Mass.
Yeah.
Mass, Chuve, Monday t-shirt, band, soca, monarch, everything. Make sure you go out and you support the entire Carnival season.
That's right.
And of course, well, me and Portia decided to divide and conquer today.
Yes.
Portia go one way, I go the other way. And yeah, we could not do it without people like Hassan, people like Keisha.
That's right. Big up to the whole team.
And Cole and Solange and yeah.
The entire crew.
Definitely. So ladies and gentlemen, this is it for this episode on The Powerhouse. My name is King Jace.
And I am your girl, Portia.
And we'll see you next week.